All right, so we're gonna start something off in just a minute, right? All right, so the time on love is now 9 o'clock, and we're going to have a conversation. And it's about something that is important, right? It is important to all of us. And it is this heat wave that is bothering us now, right? So now a lot of persons we're not accustomed to certain terms as it really relates to like heat wave and stuff like that. A lot of that happen overseas, so I'm going to talk we're going to talk about the heat that is happening, because did you know and realize that for the past several years time get even hotter, right? Yeah, the time has gotten even more hot. I mean, uh back in the day when I was growing up, I mean in the early 90s, late 80s, I cannot recall it being so hot. Even in the summer, it wouldn't be so hot. Yeah, the sun was hot, but not as hot. All right. So I'm going to talk about some stuff about heat wave. A heat wave is a prolonged period of excessive heat, often combined with excessive humidity. Now, I'm just going to tell you what humidity is. And humidity is the measurement of the amount of vapor in the atmosphere in the gas, right? So it's atmospheric moisture. So if the time is really dry, then the humidity would be higher, right? And the wetter it is the lower the humidity. Now, heat and humidity it trust me, right? So excessive heat is determined by heat index values. The heat index, also known as the apparent temperature, is what the temperature feels like to the human body when relative humidity is combined with the air temperature, right? Summers in North America are hot, meaning most parts of the US experience heat waves during the summer. The region east of the Rockies tend to feel heat waves with high temperature and humidity. If your pet stays outdoors during extreme heat, make sure that they have cold water and are out of the sun where they can cool off. For pets spending time in a hot car, it can be super dangerous. Hang signs to remind pet owners to. Right, so those are the persons that have pets, who you know. So I'm going to tell you now. Heat wave can cause cramps, swelling, and fainting. Right? Heat wave kills more Americans than other natural disasters such as floods, lightning, tornadoes, and hurricanes. No, the reason why this is set in the uh the Americas is because they experience a lot of heat wave. And even in Canada, my dad lives in Canada, and he says sometimes when it gets hot, it gets really hot, and people having heat stroke. No, Trust me, a heat stroke is nothing to write home about because it can kill you. Right now that we're experiencing some of these things in Jamaica, I'm going to tell you about some things that you can do just to keep yourself safe and just to keep your health up, right? So young children and adults over the age of 65 are more likely to experience heat exhaustion or other heat related illness. In July 1995, Chicago, Illinois experienced a heat wave that caused over 700 deaths, right? So imagine how hot that could be. 700 persons died from the heat wave, right? So now it is said that we are experiencing a heat wave, and so I'm seeing something on social media circulating, right? And I'm going to read some of it. I think it's good. It's good advice because a lot of us don't really know how to approach or how to handle this sort of thing. A lot of us don't know how to handle this sort of thing. I want to say good evening to Ivan Scott, Etta Knight, and Joan Dixon who have joined me on YouTube and Facebook, right? Yeah, so if you want, I'm live on YouTube and Facebook, and we can talk, right? And we can call to be a part of the conversation 9688327 9688328, or you can WhatsApp me at 9973125, right? Am I right? Yeah, I remember that out of my head. Now here we go. The Caribbean is currently under a heat wave, and our response will make a huge difference to our health. Right? The projections of this heat wave could lead up to August or September. Some common effects of heat waves on humans are dehydration. That's when your body just dry out, so to speak. So you lack water. You need to keep yourself hydrated, right? And this can lead to unconsciousness or death. Heat rash and physiological distress, right? Or psychological, I'm sorry, psychological distress. So you start hallucinate, a lot of things can happen to you, right? So here are some tips to help you cope and go successfully through the season. Drink more water to stay hydrated. At least 8 to 10 cups of water. Now, when we say drink water, we're not talking about cold water because a lot of persons tend to think that the cold water is better to drink when you're hot. But no, it's best to drink room temperature water. Why? Your body absorbs it even faster than it does cold water, right? So it is better to drink room temperature water. And take it from me, I love cold water, and I recognize that over the time that I've been drinking room temperature water, I tend to feel better quicker when I drink, because when I drink cold water, I just want to drink more and more and more because the body does not absorb it as quickly as it does the room temperature water, right? So drink when you're drinking water, it is best to drink. I remember a friend of mine say he can't drink room temperature water because it tastes too bad. But it's like one of those one of those things where it's an acquired taste, right? So you just have to continue. Keep a bottle of water with you as a reminder to drink water. So a lot of persons, the out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Yeah, out of sight, out of mind. You don't have the water, so you don't think. But and remember that when you want to there are sometimes when your body, if you go to the restroom to urinate and your urine is very dark, you're then in problems. You might just be in problems, right? Your urine is not supposed to be dark. It is not healthy when it's dark. It is supposed to be like a clear liquid. So you're having enough water in your body. Nothing is wrong with going to the bathroom multiple times. There's nothing wrong with it, right? There's nothing wrong. Wear light colored clothing, preferably cotton. Cover your skin as much as possible. No, I am not even going to go into certain things, but cover your skin as much as possible, right? Now, Cynthia Williams says room temperature water with a little lime juice quench your thirst, right? And some persons put cucumber in it. So if you put some cucumber in it, that will also be very healthy. Some people put mint leaves in their water, and it helps with the quenching of the thirst, right? All right, yeah. So here we go again. Wear a broad brimmed hat to cover your head and face. Now, for me, I will not be able to wear a broad brimmed hat. So I don't know about it, right? Yeah. Avoid alcoholic and caffeinated beverages, especially during this time. So a lot of people love their coffee. A lot of people love drink with caffeine in it, and a lot of people love to drink sweet stuff, juices and stuff like that. It is best to stay away from stuff. If you're going to drink any juice, it would be better if you drink those 100% juice that you make. So you get your carrot, you get your cucumber, you get your stuff and you juice it. So for those persons who have your juicer, you might have one of them ninja type blenders and stuff. Yeah, man, use it up because that will help you to stay hydrated and it will replenish your body quite quickly. All right. Reduce the consumption of protein rich foods, example, red meats, as they increase metabolic heat. No, I'm not a doctor, so you guys can actually look up this. You can Google it and get some more information where that is concerned, right? So make sure that in order to make sure that you know, you can Google to get more information on some of the things that I'm telling you. Eat fresh fruits and vegetables. That are better options. Those are better options, right? Fresh fruits and vegetable, right? So I wonder now if what's her name? Let me see if I can let me see if I can see it right here. uh let me see if my lady there, Merle, what you going to cook? Because this is some serious stuff right here, right now, right, Merle? So remember to make sure that there are certain things in there that you understand what I'm saying. Now let me continue. Um, Monitor your blood pressure to ensure it is in normal range. And when you get hot, your head start hurt you, and a lot of things can happen, migraine, and you just need to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. Stay indoors in your house or office for those who work inside or those who are home between 12 and 3 p.m. As much each day as much as possible, because it is said that these are the hottest time. This is the hottest time of the day between midday to 3. It's the hottest time, and then 3 going down is when the place start cooling down. So you make sure that right. Yeah, I mean, I mean, it is for your benefit, right? But there are some persons who can't do that because they work outside. For those bus drivers and those taxi drivers, those who work on the garbage trucks, those who, especially like all firefighters. Now I can tell you, the bunker gear hot, the bunker gear hot. It's very hot. So for those persons who like to light fire, no, please, I'm begging you, do not light any fire. Right? No light no fire. It is not gonna help us now, right? Because the time is hot, it's dry, and it will be very, very, very a very bad thing to light in the fire now, right? Take baths of cold water before going to bed at night or even throughout the day. So if you can take multiple showers, if you can bathe more than one time in cold water, exactly, you can go ahead, right? Some Ophelia Clayton says room temperature water, and same thing with the juice. Oh, long time. Oh, you're drinking those from a long time ago. Good night, Aisham or Fraz. Okay, I don't know what the last name is. Aishamar. Hi, how are you? And we have, so let's just try to see how we can. I mean, tell me how hot was today for you? Because I want to know, right? Someone here says 7432 says right now I have 3 fans on in my house plus AC. Hey, I'm telling you, man, trust me. I want to say good night to Jeannie from East Kingston, Angela Masters from Uaton, bless you, Sister Marva from Ensom City. No, no, listen, I want you to tell me, what are you doing to keep yourself cool? What are you doing to you can call me 876-997. That's the WhatsApp 9973125. 9688327, 9688328. Just want to remind myself, you can call me on that, and we can have a conversation. Jody and Garden, how you doing? Winsome Campbell, how you doing? All right, so you can send your note here. Yes, you have to drink. You see, now Raymar, listen, Raymar. Make sure that you drink water. You drink a lot of water because you working outside, that can be very, very, very rough for you. Right? You're working outside. It can be Angela Blackwood from Waltham Park. Good night to you. Yeah, today was very, very hot. No, what did you do to stay cool? I mean, I work in an office, right? So I went on the road today. As a matter of fact, I came out of my office to go outside to throw away um some stuff that we had in there, some packages that we had used, and so we went to the skip, and my team member and I, while we were on our way out, she was like, "No, man, no." This was like about 10 o'clock, and my team member said the sun felt like a midday sun. No, it's 10 o'clock, right? And the sun felt like a midday sun, and I'm saying for real, it was so hot. Someone here says they drank 16 cups of water today. That's a lot of water. Julian Gordon, you're joining on YouTube. Yeah, it's a lot of water, but it's necessary. And uh, last Saturday we had sports day for the Jamaica Fire Brigade down in St. Elizabeth. Now everybody knows that one of the hottest parishes and one of the hottest town is actually in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz can be extremely hot, extremely humid, right? And I had 5 bottles of water, and I had to drink 3 Lucozades because I was doing the MC for the sports day. I'm telling you, it was just so hot, So I don't know. What did you do to stay cool today? Who is this now? Sonia Appleton from Portmore.
KG, good
Yes,
night.
good night.
This is Sonia from Portmore.
Yes, Sonia.
How me keep myself cool?
Mm-hmm.
I have a container, a wide container,
Uh-huh.
right? And I put some ice. I put some
Interesting.
ice in the container,
Uh-huh.
and the ice hard enough,
Right.
So I put it in the container, and I
Uh-huh.
put it in my room,
Uh-huh.
and I turn on the fan. Turn on the fan. And when
Interesting.
the fan turn to the ice in the container,
Yeah.
I said cool down my room.
What?
Yes.
Where's the engineering, man?
Who tell me that one man who used to work a lot. I don't remember his name now, but anyway, him they tell me. I try it and it worked. Cool down the
Wow.
room.
Cool. Now, people, you hear that? So she got the ice, she got a container, she placed the ice in the container, and then she allowed the fan to spin. Pass. Okay, cool. That's nice. Marvin Murphy, how you do? Jody and Gordon, where you going? Michelle from Woodford Street in Kingston says she works in a kitchen. She feels so sick even. Oh my God, so sorry to hear that, Michelle. No, Michelle. No, for the persons who are chefs, brother Barry, you are a chef. You work in the kitchen. Listen to me carefully. Have your water on hand. Have your water on hand. Listen, you don't have to drink like a glass every, but have your water and sip. Did you know that when you sip your water, every time you sip the water, that helps? Yeah, man. Sister Benjamin says she have to try that AC style. That's real, for real. It sounds interesting. I'm telling you, it sounds interesting. And so just have your bottle and you sip, right? Yeah, sip. You just continuously sip the water so that your body can absorb it. You just continuously sip it, and that will help. That when I'm out, if I'm out, when I was actively fighting fires, I would always, because the bunker pans have a pocket on the side, so I'd always have like 2 bottles of water, because when we go out there and we go into the heat, it is crazy, right? So we always have, like, all of us have, because some of us have the pocket on the jacket here that we put water here, and we put water in the bunker pants in the side pockets. And so while we're fighting fires, we take a break and we sip some water, because trust me, it is dangerous. All right. So Ishamar says, Aishamar says the reason why Santa Cruz is hot is because the town itself is flat and in a valley area. And when the breeze blows, everything passes over the top of the town. And I agree because when you come off Spur Tree, and after you come through Gutters and Peppers and go, you still go down and another little hill there just before you reach Stets. And then that is where Santa Cruz really starts. And then all of that there is a valley and it keeps going down, down until you start climbing again. Where? No. So it gets flat, it gets low, and then when the further out you go, that is when the breeze start coming up because the hill that would be blocking Santa Cruz would no longer be troubling it again. So that is right. All right. So Ophelia Clayton says very, very hot since last week, Wednesday. The time is hot until about 2 a.m. Wow. My God. No, trust me. Yes, I am. I am a firefighter. Yes. Sonia Appleton, what else you say here?
KG,
Yes.
Russian Douglas, they talk it over
Oh,
the ear.
okay, Rasheen. Okay, Rasheen. Yeah. Sister Benjamin, Edna from Mobay, what say you?
KG.
Yes.
Oh my God. Tuesday was extremely hot. I went on the road and it's like I was saying to myself, I don't want to be on the road these hours of the day. It was just a couple minutes past midday.
Right.
And I'm telling you, never pretty.
No, you
Today
trust
was
me.
very hot too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was in the kitchen cooking, and when I went out in the other part of the house, it seemed like I'm hotter than I was in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I
because
have
the
to be
heat will
drinking a
push
lot of water.
the heat the heat
I'm
is
telling you,
pushed
when I
out.
come home to about KG, I don't have cold water. The water from my pipe is warm, as if
Oh.
it's coming out the fire.
Yes.
Never cold.
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
So you can just imagine, I can't get a cold bath. It's warm bath I'm getting. Wow, but you have to drink a lot of water.
You
make
must.
Sure. Yeah, and
You
room
must.
temperature water is so, so good. I don't drink ice water. From years now,
Yeah.
I don't drink ice water.
Wow. Yes. So the thing is now, when it comes to water, for me, now my son, I realize that he goes to the fridge and he catches ice and then he pours the water on it. Right. And sometimes I have to say to him, you need to drink regular water. You cannot always be drinking ice water because it's not really so good for you because it doesn't your body don't absorb it readily and so what another thing I want to tell you about drinking water is drinking water helps with a lot of things. It helps to flush your kidneys, you understand what I'm saying, and your liver, because you remember that your liver is your filter, and your kidney is why is your it produces blood cells. I'd have to look it up, but you can always find out what these organs do. But water helps them a whole lot. It also helps your vocal cords. Like for me, who I use my voice, it does. Right, so every now and then I'm supposed to sip some water and for those persons who sing, water. No, people who love ice cream and sing, not saying you're not supposed to eat ice cream, but you cannot eat ice cream just before you go sing and stuff. Like you cannot drink coffee and stuff like that just before you go sing. You cannot drink dairy products or eat dairy products just before you go sing, like chocolate and stuff. Hi, Mrs. Forbes. I'm gonna go to the phone line right now. Love 101, you're live.
Hi, KG.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good day, man. Good day with you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
It's Brother Arnold, man.
Yes, brother Arnold. What you did today to stay cool?
Man, let me tell you, I don't left out my water, man. Me get my water boil,
When you say get the water boil, what you mean?
Me boil it and my person who around with me. Boil my water for night and put it down and let it cool. So during the day.
Oh. So in order to like you purify the water, you boil it. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
my boil my water.
Okay.
So me will drink all 4 pints. The medium size trouble.
You drink 4 point. No, today I learned something from Calando.
Yeah.
It's when we were in Engage, it spoke about how many pints of water is in a gallon. So you drink 4 pints of water, which mean you sure it's 4 pints? Because in a gallon,
them big size chubby.
a chubby bottle.
Yes. When the boy we throw it in it, so maybe have 6, 7 of them. So maybe drink 4 or 3 out of it. Enough water, man. Plus maybe go back again, go drink another 2 cups. I mean, not drink nothing but bush tea, you know.
Oh, just bush tea. What kind of bush? What kind of bush?
Me drink sorrel, me drink fever grass. You understand? And we drink one other bush them called spirit weed.
Spirit weed. Then Brother Arnold, how that look then now? Spirit weed, what is spirit weed? What is spirit weed good for?
Yeah, it's good. It's good for drink, man. Good for your body.
Oh, okay.
Also, a leaf.
Yeah, I know about soursop leaf. I heard that soursop leaf is good for like your nerves and all them something there.
And the orange skin.
The orange peel. Okay.
Yes. We put all those together. We don't boil one bush, you know. We boil 2 bush or 3 together.
So when you boil 2 or 3 bush together, you're sure you're not overdosing on something?
No, man. Moderate.
Okay.
And my juice, no, my juice. See, like what you say with the carrot juice, natural carrot juice.
Ah, okay.
Natural
Interesting.
carrot juice.
Okay.
Me not drink nothing like sweet or them chubby thing.
So I see. Well, on Brother Arnold, I see Auntie Bobette here is saying that spirit weed is a cold bush.
Yes.
So when you drink spirit weed, you cold you have make you drink it so much?
No, man. They just put them. You see all that. You see all the spirit weed. You know, see a dream. Me get to boil the drink though.
You get a dream for boil it and drink it?
Yes, and you have one of the bush for them or one of the mint. Mint. You have the color mint. And you have the black mint.
Color mint is which one?
And you have the peppermint.
So color. Hold on, look here. Yeah. Take me off of me heat wave topic now, cause you're coming with something where sound like the Saturday showcase. What is color mint? What is that?
A different mint from the peppermint.
So somebody here showing me what spirit weed looks like.
Yes.
So spirit weed is this prickly little weed something?
Yes, and you have yes. And you have another bush them call fresh cut.
Thank you, 8461. You call it what?
Fresh cut.
Fresh cut.
Yes, and one day have one other one name called strongback.
Yeah, I've heard about strongback, but what is fresh cut?
It's a little bushy. It nearly grow like scallion.
So what is it good for?
It's good for drink for your body.
Okay, all right.
Preserve your body and them things. Because when we go doctor, when we go doctor say me, you know, when we make say a tea bush me drink.
How old are you, Brother Arnold?
I'm 72 now, you know.
You're 72, and the doctor tell you that you're healthy.
I'm 1951, the 1st of February.
Interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, man. And I don't feel no pain. I just see me sick, and I don't feel no pain, you know.
Okay, all right.
The pain is just the hand them and the foot them burning and so.
Okay.
You know, when me get me good exercise and so, they don't burn me. I feel no pain, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then, Brother Arnold. Thank you so much for linking up with me, man, and teaching me some stuff that I didn't know about.
You know, Joe Dawkins, I listen, you know.
You know, Joe Dawkins, I listen to you.
This man, they don't left out this station, you know.
Yeah, I know. All right, Brother Arnold, thank you so much for linking up with me, all right? Brother Arnold gone. All right. So what I say now? All right, so Carlene from Zayde Gardens says, hold on. Love 101, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, you're live on Love.
What Brother Arnold talking about is spirit weed and all of them things. A different kind of weed though. The coal and so, but I'm going too far. You have lighted things and that.
Hold on there. So, all right. So we're talking about. So the thing is, when we started talking about the spirit weed, it was just because I'd asked him what he was doing to keep cool in this hot time, and then he went into the spirit weed, and I got interested because I wanted to know what it was.
Yeah.
So that is how we got into that.
But I'm saying that he didn't he couldn't really tell you exactly what it is. You know, it says a bush.
Okay.
Cool and so.
Yeah, somebody pointed that out on WhatsApp that it was cold.
When I first know it, why I was saying, it looks so combatic because it have a wood prickle and them things. So you have different weeds, but different things.
Right.
But he really could not explain.
Okay. Yes. But he knows a good feeling.
Like the source of beef, what him say, and other more milder leaves, milder roots to do certain things and all them things.
Okay.
So that's all,
Okay.
I just kind of highlighting you more on that.
All right then. Much respect.
Then.
Much respect,
So enjoy
Bridget.
yourself.
Thanks. Same to you.
Continue listening.
All right then. No problem. Thanks.
Bye, kids.
All right. Bye. All right. So you see, now we're learning a whole heap of stuff, But now, people, I want you to continue to bear in mind as I say hi to Ione and Alvarine Ellison and Ophelia Clayton. Yes, there's a lot of T-bush. Yeah, there is, right? That once you drink your water, now Brother Arnold is keeping himself healthy. Now you hear Brother Arnold do his water. He boils it and put it down. No. How many you boil your water? Because nowadays we realize a lot of people buying the water there. The water there? It's 9:30, right? It's 9:30 on Love. It's 9:30. Let me just give you that time signal. It's 9:30 on the Sound of Love. You're inside the Fellowship Fridays, and we're just talking, right? It's not the long bench, but we're talking. It's a short bench. It's the short bench version. Right. So a lot of people buying what do you call that water? Lord of mercy. It totally slipped my brain now. The water that filtered water, right? Jeez. The filtered water. Lots of people drinking the filtered water and stuff. So I remember when I was growing up, I lived in Bull Bay all my life, and I just go to the pipe and I just drink water. I don't know anything about filtered water. I don't know anything about that. I just drink water. But apparently we were talking, even today we were talking engage again. And we spoke about Calendar was saying that when he boils the water, and look, there's a lot of sediments in the bottom of the water because there's a lot of chlorine in it, and chlorine can good for you, right? Chlorine in portions, fine, right? So Sandra Hibbert says she does filtered water, right, and stuff like that, right? So you know that you can put filter on your own pipe and drink that water, but it you have to have more than one filters in order to get the water to a certain drinkable state, right? Sister Annie from Mount Rasa, you said something earlier. What's up?
Bless up, KG.
Hi, Sister Annie.
Today was very hot, especially I went to Linstead, KG. Very hot.
Linstead, wow.
And with me, room temperature water have no use to me, KG.
Really? What do you mean?
Because I'm drinking all cold water in the night.
No, man.
That's how I feel comfortable. Room temperature have no use to me, KG. Sister Annie.
All right. Well, well, Sister Annie, wait. What do you mean? See, you're saying that you have to drink cold water? Wow. Marvin Murphy says that he keeps cool by drinking some hot tea. His uncle from England taught him that, and it works. All right. So, how that work? Jackie Go from Montego Bay says today was extremely hot. She's drinking water, a whole heap of water. Drink water, so she had to use the restroom. Someone is going to feel, yes, what? I'm always yes. all right, Jackie Cook. I get what you're saying. I still the dub, so what's up?
Yes.
Yeah,
KG,
yes.
nice to hear what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, good teaching. Yeah, I have been using some of this ice water over the years because I'm living in a deck house, and when you close it up and go,
Mm-hmm.
I went to school today, and when I get back here,
Mm.
Master,
Lord God.
I tell you,
Hot.
you have to make it to strip off
That's
and put on
large.
something close.
Yes.
I put water beside my bed anywhere I'm sleeping. More
Okay.
than 3 bottles of water surround me
What you say?
because I have to drink it up when I get up and when I'm before I go to bed. Yeah, and I
Oh.
use the ice as the lady said. It's very good. Put it into a container, put it in the room.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man, and just leave it there. Put it in a big bucket of water or something. Sometimes the fan is not even too good. So God bless you.
All right, Miss Isilda.
Enjoying your program.
Nice. You're live on Love. Good evening.
All right, Kiddy.
How you
It's me
doing?
again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you know who was speaking to you, Brother Winston from St. Mary, ID St. Mary,
Yes, brother.
right?
I figured it
Yeah,
was
man.
you,
So
man.
I'm going to tell a little part about now. When
Uh,
I'm really at, all you have to do is just drink some cool water, because cool water just surround everywhere, moving in every part of the body
mm-hmm.
to make it be smooth, and the blood and the urine and etc.
Mm-hmm.
and all of them things. You just drink cool water. So, and as the brother said about drinking hot water and them things, room temperature water.
Uh-huh.
Well, that is good than even the cold water. Because the cold water, you find you will just keep on gobbling, and coming like that. It's just running out of your body. So to just soothe it, just drink some nice temperature water, okay? And that's all. And you will get cool. And for the rest of the day, if you continue that now, you'll find out, you will just able to conquer, because we are the conqueror,
Yeah, you were
So
the
we have to
conqueror.
just use the right thing, use the rules, the right metal, right?
Right.
In the great ammunition to get rid of this enemy that we have, right?
All right, my
All right.
boss.
So enjoy the rest of your.
All right,
Bye.
yeah, man. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, Angela Masters from Ureton.
Good night, KG. You know,
Aye.
if you me keep all cool,
Mm-hmm.
grate the cucumber with a little piece of ginger
Mm-hmm.
and put some coconut water with it.
What you say?
And sometimes when me drinking the water, put a little piece of lemon in the cucumber.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I squeeze like a sour orange in it or lime juice. It keep you
Really?
cool.
No, that is something new for me. I never knew that. Thank you so much, Angela. It's good to know. Edna.
KG,
Mm-hmm.
another thing, them say you must sip water. Some of us
Yes.
glutton down the water.
Yes,
Guilty of
that's
that too.
true.
Them say
That's
you must
true.
best to sip the water, because when you sip
Mm-hmm.
it, you don't go to a bathroom that often. And they always said you must not drink water standing. But
Really?
that
That's the first I'm
can't
hearing that.
possible, because sometimes you have to drink the water and standing. Them say drinking water standing give
Uh-huh.
you muscle pains. Yeah, pain in the muscles. But it's kind of difficult for not drinking it standing, man.
That is.
Trust me,
I
most
never.
people have to drink water standing.
I never heard that before. That's the first I'm hearing
What
that,
I
Miss
do with my
Edna.
water, KG,
Uh-huh.
because even some of the bottled water are not safe. So what I do with my water,
Uh-huh.
I purify my water with charcoal. I use charcoal to purify my water. That's how I take my water. I don't just take it from the tap. I just purify it with charcoal. Yeah.
No, Edna, you have to explain that purifying with charcoal business there. Sonia Hutton, thank you so much for joining all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, okay, all right. Thank you so much for making it Love 101. Sandrine from Banbury, how you do? Fresh cut good off. Oh, fresh cut is good for cold. A lot of cold bush, brother Arnold have. Spirit with the cold bush. Cologne mint is another variety of mint. How that look, Auntie Bobbitt? I'd love to see. Cherry from Spanish Town says she drinks spring water. I don't know from Morris Hall says spirit weed grows. Really? I've never seen it. Sister Janet from Bunkers Hill, Trelawney. Good night. Thank you so much. 7432 says this person says I want to go into their bathtub and put some ice inside it and relax and listen to the phone. that one caught me by surprise. All right, so you said is yesterday they start drinking water because they hardly drink water. Carmen Mackenzie from Montego Bay. Oh my God.
Good night, KG.
Good night. Good night, Carmen.
KG,
Yes.
I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
this is the first I've feeling so hot.
Wow.
The time is at KG. Let me
Very.
tell you.
The heat
And
wave.
then guess what? I am restricted from drinking water.
What?
So you can just imagine. I know. Well, I'm telling you, you're supposed to be sorry for me.
Oh
I
my.
have to just shower and then the water. We don't have enough water to shower because we don't have the water at the line. No water about months and a half. So
No, where is this? Where is
But
this?
thanks be to God,
Montego
we can
Bay.
find look for shower. A while
Montego Bay.
ago, just come from in the town and KG, oh God, you have to run to the bathroom.
Hot.
You have to drink some. You need have some Pepsi, me throw some lemon juice in it and drink.
No man,
Drink some
lemon
ice
juice,
water.
Pepsi.
It
Oh
no
my
help.
God.
It no help.
No,
KG,
it
it no
doesn't.
help. None
It
of the
doesn't.
water. Ice, not the room temperature. The time is hot. The time is hot, and you can just imagine I am fat. So,
No, my God. You don't worry yourself, Carmen.
so you go.
Don't worry yourself, Carmen. Don't worry yourself. Cause me not so small myself here. But Carmen, I am really sorry to hear that. It that is really rough. Claudette from Alexandria. I mean, wow. Claudette from Alexandria says she boil water every day and she don't use cold water. Gonna go to the phone lines real quick. Love 101, good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening. I like the program, man. A short bench program.
A short bench.
Yes. It is very, very interested. I am missionary I camp.
All right, missionary I camp. All
Yes.
right.
And I always told people that it is best to boil the water.
It's best to boil the water. Why?
The reason for it, when it boils, the chlorine now will settle down and you can just pour off the water and it purifies, fresh and clean. So that's why Brother Arnold boil the water, because it's not everybody can buy a 5 gallon of water, neither a bottle of water, but they were able to boil it. Even when you're cooking, your soup, your porridge, whatever food, you just put your kettle on the stove because the water is going to boil up anyway,
Right.
So you just boil the water and let the chlorine settle down, pour it off in the pot and cook.
Oh, so you're saying that even before you cook, you should boil the water and then cook after you pour off the... Really?
That's what I do.
Oh.
I boil it. If I am going to cook porridge or soup, whatever, I boil it. I even boil the water and let it settle and wash the vegetable.
What?
My lettuce and all like that.
So
boiling water.
So you're saying to me that you do not use the water directly from the pipe to do any cooking at all either?
No, because I have experienced stuff where I don't use it. I was one time using the water by the pipe, washing some dishes. When I realized what is coming out of the water, it was some little gravel, like, where you work on the road.
Right.
That's to do little gravel.
Right.
And they was just pitching out of the pipe. And I remember filling a bottle of water, put it in the kitchen.
Right.
And I smelled something, not smell so right. So I started to check to find out what happened. And you know what happened?
What?
The water stink.
Oh,
I
my
say
God.
smell bad enough. I said the water stink.
Oh,
and when I feel in the bottle slimy.
So how long was that water put out? How long you had that water
well, because
stored?
you cannot get water according, it can be there for a few days. Well,
yeah, but you know that water that isn't moving can become stagnant and then it will start to smell stenchious, according to a friend of mine. And then some of the times the bottle, what was in the bottle before you put the water in there?
Nothing at all. I washed my bottle before. I used bleach and soap and washed the bottle.
So let me ask a question.
I noticed about when you fill the water in the bottle and put it down, after a while you feel there was like a grainy stuff in there. It would come in like...
The chlorine is a chlorine caking up.
It's grainy like.
Yeah, it's a chlorine. So let me ask a question. So when you boil the water and you store it,
No,
Does
I don't
it?
store boiling water.
You don't store boiling water.
Oh, I buy the 5-gallon water.
Oh, okay. You buy the 5-gallon water, but you said that before you cook and anything you're doing, you
I don't. When I bought that water, I use that water to drink.
Right. And
when I am cooking,
you boil the water first.
Boil the water. I don't boil it and buckle it up and put it down to cook. I just then cook.
Right.
I just put on the kettle and make it boil and full up. And then on whatever container I use, and I just pour the water in it. And if I need another kettle of water, I boil another one.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, and it's good just they boil it and not give all the baby and the elders the water straight from the pipe.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Very interesting stuff. And this is something new that I'm learning tonight. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Yes. All right.
All right. Take care.
God bless you. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Can you imagine? So she boil before she wash her vegetable. She boil before she cook. Wow, that is something else. So do you see, experience teaches wisdom, and in her experience, that is the wisdom that she learned, right? Christine Talbert says that she is in Panama City, Florida. She boiled the water and drink. Her family in Jamaica drink filtered water, and she don't drink filtered water. She love her room temperature water. Charmaine from Papine says she loves her room temperature water. Sister Janet from Bunkers Hill, Trelawney says, I drink a lot of water daily since the heat wave, right? What is this now?
Uncle KG.
Yes, Gail.
The colon mint is the same mint that they call hospital mint.
Hospital
it's
mint?
Very good for tea. The leaf.
Broad. This is it that you have here?
Shaped like heart. And it's a bit roughish.
I know this
Bigger
mint.
Than peppermint.
I know this mint because this is the mint that I normally have. This is the mint my grandmother. This is mint I grew up drinking. I never knew that it was the name of it. I just call it mint. I drink some mint tea. It's 9:45 on the Sound of Love. Gonna take a quick break right here. Don't move, stick and stay. We got some more conversation to happen on the short bench. Well, we're gonna take a break right now and be back with more. This is Love 101, the family station.
Jamaica! Gospel comes alive on Saturday, May 6, 2023 as The Gifted presents his gospel album launch called Straight Outta Zion at the Manchester High School. Tickets at Fontana Pharmacy and Fresh Valley Supermarket in Mandeville. JJ's Zipper Hardware and Farm Store in Gutters Old Harbor. $1,500 pre-sold. Students $1,000. $2,000 at the gate. Gate opens 5:30 p.m. Call 791-5777, 796-8842 for further details.
This weekend on Sports Talk, the focus will be on the mental side of things, with May being Mental Health Awareness Month. Join us this Saturday, May 6 from 1 to 2 p.m. as we explore the topic of mental health and sports. We'll get different perspectives, see how mental strength or lack thereof affects athletes' performance, and so much more. So don't miss Sports Talk with me, Daniel Blake, this Saturday, May 6 from 1 to 2 p.m. as we discuss athletes and mental health, right here on the family station, Love 101.
All righty. So we are back. We're talking about the heat wave that is going over the island of Jamaica and how you can keep yourselves cool, right? but I'm telling you that I love you listeners so much. I really do love you, right? All right, Carmen Mackenzie from Montego Bay, you have something to say?
KG.
Yes, Carmen.
The reason why I'm restricted, the doctor restricted me from water.
Right.
I only can drink a liter of water for the day, and
1 liter,
I must consider if I'm drinking porridge or tea, I must count it into it.
What?
Because I sick with my heart, so.
Oh, so it's a liquid.
I only can do that for the day.
Okay, so it's a liquid. It's a liquid on a whole that you can drink. Oh, I get what you're saying, Carmen. Thank you so much for that. All right, Auntie Bobette. Yes, I have it. I do not have any dogs. All right, so yeah, I love you. 5525, you're too bad. When you boil water, it can stay long as ever. That's from Claudette in Alexandria in Clarendon. Faye, how you doing? He's good enough. He's just taking a break, right? Faye, Chevy's good. Jackie Coke, what you say now? We're never too old to learn. Thanks to missionary I. Campbell, very, very much interesting. I don't drink the water straight from the pipe. I have a filter jug and I change the filter all the time. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Right. So no, listen, people. One of the things that you must understand about the heat wave is that it is deadlier for older people. Right? It is deadlier for older people. So I'm looking here at loopnews.com and it says deadly heat waves threaten older people as summer nears, right? And so it says the Phoenix paramedics summoned to an Arizona retirement community last summer found an 80-year-old woman slumped inside her mobile home, enveloped in the suffocating 99 degrees or 37 degrees Celsius 37 degrees Celsius heat. She suffered for days after her air conditioner broke down. Efforts to revive her failed, and her death was ruled environmental heat exposure aggravated by heart disease and diabetes. Now, people, listen to me carefully. My love listeners, you have to take care of yourself, right? And I know that it is, especially for those who live alone, those older persons who live alone, and look here, man, call somebody and talk to them, man. Tell them how you're feeling. Don't just think that, I'm independent and I can do this on my own. I think you should make a call, right? Sonia Hutton says room temperature water all the way. Ivy Washington, how are you? Mitchie Foster says he's listening from the British Virgin Island, and water crisis all over. Rain coming soon. Pray, right? Yeah. Greg Diesel, how you do, man? Right. So I want to say good evening to Hazel Richards. Yeah, Gail. Right, Giles. So you have to be careful because trust me, it is serious. It is really serious. Right, Doreen Gale from Short Hill St. Bess says, it is also called colic and colon and mint. Hold on. And she drinks a lot of water since the heat wave. No. Oh my God. Hey, Sister Mitzi, how you doing? Faye wants to know how you doing. Mitzi, you called me earlier and I don't hear from you again. What, Mitzi, what are going on? What's happening? What you do at the time, what you're doing to keep yourself warm? Edna, you have another thing. Yes, Edna.
The charcoal, it's activated charcoal that you buy.
Okay.
At the stores, activated charcoal. So you're gonna use that to purify your water. You use half a teaspoon, those the smallest bottle of water that you have, that you're gonna call that, what you call it, a pint. You put half a teaspoon in that and shake it up and leave it to settle. When it settles, you throw it off and drink it. And even, if you're sick, if you have anything like food poisoning or anything, or any disturbance with your food, like you feel like you're having colic or stuff, just drink the black charcoal like that. Just drink it black. Just after you put it in there, in the water, the half a teaspoon in the water there, you just put it in there and shake it up and drink it black as it is. But if you want it as water, you just make it settle and it become clear and you throw it off. Even astronaut, back in the days, astronauts use charcoal to purify the water when they're up in space.
Okay.
To recycle, they have to recycle their water, and it's charcoal they use. Yeah.
You gone all of space, Edna? No, sir. Edna, full of information. Now, people, I want to before we even close off on the short bench program, well, I want to talk about something serious, and it is about what has been happening, especially with how violent we have become as a nation. we are impatient, we are unloving, we are uncaring, and it is like a chronic illness, and it is sweeping across our nation, especially with our younger children. A lot of things that I'm seeing happening, it when I was growing up, it couldn't happen. I'm seeing children in their school uniform doing some things that I have to wonder if they think, and I'm seeing some serious aggression, manifesting in our children and even in some of the adults. I mean, people just don't have no love. And what I want you, our love listeners, to do is to make sure that those persons who are around you, who are among you, that you set an example that they can see, because it only takes one. That song that says it only takes a spark to get the fire going. Yeah, I think we just need one person from each household, to start a revolution when it comes to caring for people. I mean, you're driving on the road, and the people that are driving on the road, they're just so mean. I remember I was trying to get out of an intersection, and the stoplight is red down the road. I'm going right. I'm not going to interfere with you any at all. And the stoplight is red, and they just come and they just block you. They wouldn't even allow you to just come out so you can go the opposite direction. And what you think that is? That is just uncaring. You can't go anywhere, and you won't allow me to go. And it is sad that that is where our society is. Nobody seems to care. Nobody wants to care. But I want you, our love listeners, to start the trend of caring. Some of us have been hurt like really bad. Like some of us have been hurt so bad it is distasteful. However, I would implore you to be the difference, to make the change. I'd implore you to make the change, because we Rondell sings a song that we are the change we want to see, and I want us, each of us, to take a stock and be that change. Now, someone sent me an article that says, how can you tell that a child may be a victim of trafficking? And it says, recognizing the signs that a child is a victim of trafficking could help save his or her life. Here are some common signs to look out for. Does the child appear disconnected from family, friends, or the community? Has the child stopped attending school? Has the child had a sudden or dramatic change in behavior? Is the child disoriented or confused, or showing signs of mental or physical abuse? Does the child have bruises or other signs of injury? Is the child fearful, timid, or submissive? Does the child show signs of having been denied food, water, sleep, or medical care? Is the child often in the company of someone to whom he or she defers, or someone who seems to be in control of the situation? Does the child appear to be coached on what to say? Is the child living in unsuitable condition? Does the child have freedom of movement? And does the child lack personal possessions and appear not to have a stable living condition? Wow. A lot of this is happening. A lot of children are being trafficked. A lot of persons are being trafficked. And some of the times, some of us actually know one or two persons. And so I'm going to implore you to be mindful, and don't say I'm my fitness, I'm in a care. And it goes right back to how aggressive our society is, because we just don't care. So I'm going to beg you, I'm asking you, please look out for our children. Some of them, you can't even talk to them on the road anymore. And some of the words that are coming out of their mouths, I am wondering what is happening. So I implore you to please just try to look out for them. If you can steer, if you can find one, if you can find one, take that one and just bring them under your wings. I went to a boys' day function several years ago. I think about a year or two ago. And when I saw how many boys were in the school, and then there was this tussle between two boys, and it was like they didn't care. They were just having their moment. The other day, I was going home, and I was passing one of the popular food establishment, and I saw a group of boys from a high school, a popular high school in Portmore, and they were actually gambling, and the gambling turned into a fight, and the fight almost became deadly. And these boys are friends. These boys came there together, having a good conversation, laughing and chilling, and then they started to gamble. Somebody run the wrong joke, and it became a fight. Listen, please, I'm begging you, those who are parents, those who aren't, those who have siblings, those who don't, just try to care about somebody. All right? Gladys, what you saying?
AJ.
Yes, Gladys.
Good night again.
Good night.
Say hello to Mitzi for me if you gonna interact with her.
Mitzi, you listening?
Say hi to her for me.
Gladys, say good night.
I hope she's coping.
Yeah, man, trust me, Mitzi, good man.
When I was a child growing up, we always drink rainwater.
Rainwater?
Because that's the water that my grandmother gave us to drink.
Uh-huh.
We didn't have pipe water until late in the 90s, before we start getting pipe water, tank water.
Oh,
and so we had to boil the water to drink.
Yes.
And even now, since I'm an adult,
right,
I'm a grandmother, a great grandmother, I boiled my water. When I don't have bottled water. When I'm run out of the bottled water, I boil the pipe water.
Okay.
And have it cool and then put it in the refrigerator. Before I drink it, I can't drink the water just like that. See? And I drink a lot of water. I drink juice, but not everyone I love.
Okay.
I drink a lot of ginger, garlic, and mint.
Ginger, garlic, and mint. Okay. Nice.
No, and recently I've heard that ginger have a lot of help in it.
Yeah, good properties.
Health-wise.
Yeah, man, it has good properties. Ginger have very good properties.
And all those things.
Yes, that's
and
true.
It is an antibiotic.
Yeah.
Also,
I never knew it was an
the
antibiotic.
garlic is an antibiotic.
Okay.
I drink orange peel.
Orange peel, okay.
Fever grass, peppermint, and the cologne mint that Brother Arnold was telling you about, and the spirit weed. Some people call it snake root.
Snake, Lord have mercy. First, may
they
that too.
drink it for heart, and I think men drink it for stoppage of water.
Stoppage of water. Hey.
And you have some name Jack in the Bush, you have Search My Heart, and all those bush there. I'm strong back on those bush.
All right, thank you so much, Gladys. All right, so Carol says she saw a little girl this evening in the middle of the road. She was in a taxi. I asked driver to stop. Don't stand in the middle of the road like that. You'll get hurt. She was close to her house. The little girl just cut her eyes to me, barely moved. She was shocked. Can't be more than about 5 years old. The driver had to shout at her. Parents were at home. Baby was on the street. My God. Yes, so Jackie Coke says she used to go to the country to look for her grandparents. It used to be rainwater. The rainwater is refreshing. As the lady talking, I remember the rainwater tastes good for real. All right, folks, that is all the time I have today to talk to you on the short bench. It was a short bench, right? And I want to thank all those who joined me on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, lovely to have had you. People like Jody Ann Campbell, Melanie Johnson, Sonia Hamilton, Marvin Murphy, Marva Lindo, yes, Ishar, Ophelia, Shireen, and all of you. Thank you so much for joining me on this evening's program. It was a pleasure talking to you guys as usual, and of course, it is always my. I love you guys. I really do. I really do. You guys teach me stuff. You guys make me laugh. You guys always make me laugh. And stuff. And I really do. I really do appreciate you taking us taking it through. Gone. Oh, you mean gone left you so quick? I've been on here talking to you for an hour. What you mean, Jackie? I want to thank you though. It was a pleasure. You guys really made me learn some stuff tonight, especially about some of these bushes. So Tony K, if you're listening, you hear all of them bush thing now that talking about. It would be good for like one of them Saturday showcase. You talk about the bush tea them and what they do. Sylvia David. Hey Tracy, what they go on? Rosie from Old Harbor, good night to you. Where's Romari and Omari? Tell them I say good night. Come on. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. Sure. Tracy, it's good to have you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, people. And I'm going to go right now. But I want to leave this with you. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. If you can, stay out of the sun. If you can. If you can't, then make sure that you're hydrated, right? And if you are going to go outside, try to protect yourself as best as possible, because you're important to us, and your health should be very important to you, right? So make sure that you do all of that and stay safe. And until we meet again, yes, again, I say, until we meet again, make sure that you keep yourself hydrated, and remember the heat wave might go up until September, so don't take it for granted that you're all right. You get what I'm saying? Don't take it for granted that you're all right. All right. So love you know until we meet again. This is it for me now on the short bench. Right. So big up on yourself and all the best. Bye bye.